The University of South Africa prides itself for being the African university, shaping futures in the service of humanity. We congratulate all our students for having walked this journey with us. And today, we celebrate you for having successfully completed your qualifications. To you we say, Halala. To all our graduates and diplomandi in this ceremony, please pay attention to the following instructions. For degree qualifications, a graduations officer will signal degree candidates to rise and approach the stage. You will need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand with your hood already draped over your shoulders. One of the official photography officers will take the yellow photography card from you. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up onto the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand in your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. You will then proceed towards the chancellor, vice chancellor or acting vice chancellor and kneel with your right knee on the stool. At this point, your degree will be conferred. You will then proceed to the next official who will congratulate you by shaking your hand. Continue towards the registrar standing at the end of the stage. Turn and face the audience and remember to stand on the mat with feet markers in front of the registrar and smile for the camera. A second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table at the far right to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. For postgraduate and undergraduate diploma candidates, you will also be wearing your hoods before entering the hall. You will be signaled by a graduations officer to rise and approach the stage. You need to have your seat ticket and the yellow photography card in your right hand. A graduations officer will then indicate to you where you need to wait at the bottom of the stairs and when you may proceed to go up to the stage and stand on the mat with feet markers next to the podium. You will hand your seat card to the dean or college representative. Turn and face the audience and look towards the photographer for your first on-stage photograph. The dean or college representative will announce your details and hand you back your seat card. Proceed towards the registrar, standing at the end of the stage. Stop in front of the registrar and stand on the mat with feet markers. Turn and face the audience. Your second on-stage photograph will be taken at that moment. Leave the stage by the stairs closest to the registrar. Proceed to the table on the far right of the stage to receive your certificate. After receiving your certificate, proceed down the stairs to the foyer area, where a head and shoulders photograph will be taken. You will then be directed to return to your seat. We hope that you will enjoy this occasion.
Whatever the setbacks of the moment, nothing can stop us now. Whatever the difficulties, Africa shall be at peace. However improbable it may sound to the skeptics, Africa will prosper.
More than anything, Unisa must be celebrated as a pioneer of the distance education model, an enduring gift not only to South Africa, the continent, but to the human civilization in the knowledge arena the world over.
Education is the light in a dark room. It's the spark of a dream, a passport to the future, and the seed of generational change. Through education, we reflect on yesterday and define tomorrow. Rooted in South Africa and the African continent, Unisa can truly claim to be the African university in the service of humanity. Unisa stands at the pinnacle of education through open distance e-learning, with a footprint of students in more than 100 countries worldwide. Since the founding of the university in 1873 as an examining body, we have been a trailblazer. To this end, Unisa is working on the following catalytic niche areas. Marine studies. As a discipline, marine studies covers field-specific studies like marine ecology and biology to policy-related studies like marine spatial planning and coastal economies. Many other areas of marine research and studies are covered in this niche area. Aviation and aeronautical studies. Aviation and aeronautical studies covers specializations in areas as diverse as aeronautical engineering and aerospace safety, and South Africa's 18 airports forms a major role player for passengers and goods transitioning to and from our country. This is a niche that supports a major component of the country's economy. Automotive studies. The South African automotive industry is projected to grow from 600,000 to 1.4 million vehicles a year in production. There is major potential to be explored in Unisa's commitment to automotive studies. In 2022, students from the Department of Mechanical Engineering participated in the Sasol Solar Challenge with their solar-powered car that travels from Johannesburg to Cape Town without using a single drop of fuel. Energy studies. Unisa's Institute for Development of Energy for African Sustainability specializes in designing chemical processes, reducing material and energy consumption, as well as carbon dioxide emissions. Space studies and Square Kilometer Array. Unisa has been extensively involved in the $1 billion Square Kilometer Array project since 2012. The Unisa Observatory, situated on the main campus, is a modern, well-equipped facility housing a 14-inch telescope where the College of Science, Engineering and Technology offers undergraduate courses in astrophysics and astronomy with specialization up to PhD level. Fourth Industrial Revolution and Digitalization. The fourth industrial revolution can be described as the advent of cyber-physical systems, involving entirely new capabilities for people and machines. Examples include genome editing and new forms of machine intelligence. The College of Graduate Studies will support and promote studies into 4IR and digitalization, while the Graduate School of Business Leadership presents a short learning program on big data. Natural sciences. The simplest definition of biotechnological studies is applied biology. Through the application of biological knowledge and techniques to develop products or services, Unisa's College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences is one of the main partners in the African Biogenome Project, a coordinated Pan-African effort piloting a project with a key objective of sequencing 100,000 endemic species. Health and/or pharmaceutical studies. The Department of Health Studies is prepared for the challenge of equipping their students with research skills and expertise in the field of health and pharmaceutical studies. The UNESCO Unisa Africa Chair in Nanoscience and Nanotechnology is leading the international research into the nano-delivery of medicinal drugs, including African herbal medicine. The College of Law offers an elective undergraduate model on medical law. Feminist, womanist, Wusadi theorizations. In the College of Human Sciences, the Institute for Gender Studies, the College of Education and the Graduate School of Business all contribute to the interdisciplinary research into eliminating gender-based violence, homophobia and transphobia, and discrimination against women in the workplace and the political arena. The Institute also uses education about gender as an effective way to achieve gender equality and the empowerment of women. Student support and co-curricular activities. Unisa is uniquely placed to offer creative and radically innovative ways of enhancing student support. Unisa's College of Graduate Studies has developed a whole range of training programs to assist and encourage students. The Advocacy and Resource Center for Students with Disabilities promotes the principle of access for success, and the Student Development Division provides students with social support and leadership development services. These niche areas find expression in the rich tapestry of our disciplines included in the College of Accounting Sciences, Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, Economic and Management Sciences, Education, Graduate Studies, Human Sciences, Law, Science, Engineering and Technology, the Graduate School of Business Leadership, and the Thabo Mbeki School of Public and International Affairs. As Africa's leading open-distance e-learning university, we can reflect with great pride on the past 150 years of transformational education, and we are confident in our ability to succeed and become a truly high-performance university as we define tomorrow.
Whatever the setbacks of the moment, nothing can stop us now. Whatever the difficulties, Africa shall be at peace. However improbable it may sound to the skeptics, Africa will prosper.
More than anything, Unisa must be celebrated as a pioneer of the distance education model, an enduring gift not only to South Africa, the continent, but to the human civilization in the knowledge arena the world over.
Education is the light in a dark room. It's the spark of a dream, a passport to the future, and the seed of generational change. Through education, we reflect on yesterday and define tomorrow. Rooted in South Africa and the African continent, Unisa can truly claim to be the African university in the service of humanity. Unisa stands at the pinnacle of education through open distance e-learning, with a footprint of students in more than 100 countries worldwide. Since the founding of the university in 1873 as an examining body, we have been a trailblazer. To this end, Unisa is working on the following catalytic niche areas. Marine studies. As a discipline, marine studies covers field-specific studies like marine ecology and biology, to policy-related studies like marine spatial planning and coastal economies. Many other areas of marine research and studies are covered in this niche area. Aviation and aeronautical studies. Aviation and Aeronautical Studies covers specializations in areas as diverse as aeronautical engineering and aerospace safety, and South Africa's 18 airports forms a major role player for passengers and goods transitioning to and from our country. This is a niche that supports a major component of the country's economy. Automotive Studies. The South African automotive industry is projected to grow from 600,000 to 1.4 million vehicles a year in production. There is major potential to be explored in Unisa's commitment to automotive studies. In 2022, students from the Department of Mechanical Engineering participated in the Sasol Solar Challenge with their solar-powered car that travels from Johannesburg to Cape Town without using a single drop of fuel. Energy Studies. Unisa's Institute for Development of Energy for African Sustainability specializes in designing chemical processes, reducing material and energy consumption, as well as carbon dioxide emissions. Space Studies and Square Kilometer Array. Unisa has been extensively involved in the $1 billion Square Kilometer Array project since 2012. The Unisa Observatory, situated on the main campus, is a modern, well-equipped facility housing a 14-inch telescope where the College of Science, Engineering and Technology offers undergraduate courses in astrophysics and astronomy with specialization up to PhD level. Fourth Industrial Revolution and Digitalization. The Fourth Industrial Revolution can be described as the advent of cyber-physical systems, involving entirely new capabilities for people and machines. Examples include genome editing and new forms of machine intelligence. The College of Graduate Studies will support and promote studies into 4IR and digitalization, while the Graduate School of Business Leadership presents a short learning program on big data. Natural Sciences. The simplest definition of biotechnological studies is applied biology. Through the application of biological knowledge and techniques to develop products or services, the Unisa's College of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences is one of the main partners in the African Biogenome Project, a coordinated Pan-African effort piloting a project with a key objective of sequencing 100,000 endemic species. Health and/or Pharmaceutical Studies. The Department of Health Studies is prepared for the challenge of equipping their students with research skills and expertise in the field of health and pharmaceutical studies. The UNESCO Unisa Africa Chair in Nanoscience and Nanotechnology is leading the international research into the nano-delivery of medicinal drugs, including African herbal medicine. The College of Law offers an elective undergraduate model on medical law. Feminist, Womanist, Wusadi Theorizations. In the College of Human Sciences, the Institute for Gender Studies, the College of Education and the Graduate School of Business all contribute to the interdisciplinary research into eliminating gender-based violence, homophobia and transphobia, and discrimination against women in the workplace and the political arena. The Institute also uses education about gender as an effective way to achieve gender equality and the empowerment of women. Student support and co-curricular activities. Unisa is uniquely placed to offer creative and radically innovative ways of enhancing student support. Unisa's College of Graduate Studies has developed a whole range of training programs to assist and encourage students. The Advocacy and Resource Center for Students with Disabilities promotes the principle of access for success, and the Student Development Division provides students with social support and leadership development services. These niche areas find expression in the rich tapestry of our disciplines included in the College of Accounting Sciences, Agriculture and Environmental Sciences, Economic and Management Sciences, Education, Graduate Studies, Human Sciences, Law, Science, Engineering and Technology, the Graduate School of Business Leadership, and the Thabo Mbeki School of Public and International Affairs. As Africa's leading open-distance e-learning university, we can reflect with great pride on the past 150 years of transformational education, and we are confident in our ability to succeed and become a truly high-performance university as we define tomorrow.
Whatever the setbacks of the moment, nothing can stop us now. Whatever the difficulties, Africa shall be at peace. However improbable it may sound to the skeptics, Africa will prosper.
More than anything, Unisa must be celebrated as a pioneer of the distance education model, an enduring gift not only to South Africa, the continent, but to the human civilization in the knowledge arena the world over.
Education is the light in a dark room. It's the spark of a dream, a passport to the future, and the seed of generational change. Through education, we reflect on yesterday and define tomorrow. Rooted in South Africa and the African continent, Unisa can truly claim to be the African university in the service of humanity. Unisa stands at the pinnacle of education through open distance e-learning, with a footprint of students in more than 100 countries worldwide. Since the founding of the university in 1873 as an examining body, we have been a trailblazer. To this end, Unisa is working on the following catalytic niche areas. Marine studies. As a discipline, marine studies covers field-specific studies like marine ecology and biology, to policy-related studies like marine spatial planning and coastal economies. Many other areas of marine research and studies are covered in this niche area. Aviation and aeronautical studies. Aviation and aeronautical studies covers specializations in areas as diverse as aeronautical engineering and aerospace safety, and South Africa's 18 airports forms a major role player for passengers and goods transitioning to and from our country. This is a niche that supports a major component of the country's economy. Automotive studies. The South African automotive industry is projected to grow from 600,000 to 1.4 million vehicles a year in production. There is major potential to be explored in Unisa's commitment to automotive studies. In 2022, students from the Department of Mechanical Engineering participated in the Sasol Solar Challenge with their solar-powered car that travels from Johannesburg to Cape Town without using a single drop of fuel.
By virtue of the powers vested in me as Acting Vice-Chancellor, I constitute this gathering a congregation of the University of South Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, we request you to join us in silent prayer or meditation to give thanks for the achievements being celebrated on this occasion. Thank you. Let us sit down. Distinguished guests, parents, grandparents, spouses and partners, friends, relatives, ladies and gentlemen, our beautiful graduates to be, good morning. Awusheni, Saniwanani. Dumelang. This is that special day that we have all been waiting for. And it gives me great pleasure on this special day to be part of this proud moment. As Unisa, we are truly overjoyed that you are here with us this morning. My name is Moloko Sepota. I am the acting university registrar, but I'll be acting this morning as the Vice Chancellor. And as I'm standing here this morning, I'm representing our Principal and Vice Chancellor, Professor Puleng Lenkabula. She sends her warm greetings, congratulations, and well wishes. And she has asked me to welcome you heartily on her behalf. So does our Chancellor, His Excellency, former President Thabo Mbeki, and our Chair of Council, Dr. Dan Musia. They would have loved to be here with us this morning, but unfortunately, the schedules make it impossible for them to be part and parcel of this event. I am indeed honored to welcome you to this ceremony. This is ceremony number 109 of the University of the Land, and we are grateful that the university continues to shape futures, not only futures, but great futures. We are gathered here this morning in a celebratory mood during this beautiful Heritage Month. We are here to witness the joy of our loved ones as they will be publicly honored, as they will be publicly respected, as they will be publicly celebrated for their hard work. And this happened just 2 days after the Heritage Day celebrations. So this makes it even more special for them. A special word of welcome to our parents, partners, sponsors, relatives, and friends who accompanied our graduates to be here this morning, and some of them are following the proceedings on YouTube. Our students could have not reached this milestone without you, and we are very grateful for your support through all these years. We as a university don't take that for granted. I'm here with my esteemed colleagues on stage. They are all proud academics and professionals who have done a great job, and that enabled all of us to be here this morning. I'm accompanied by the following colleagues who will be officiating at the ceremony. We are having Professor Mogashwa, who will be acting as the registrar this morning. And we have Dr. Mulepo, our host, and the acting regional director of Northeastern Region, who will be assisting our acting registrar. We are joined by Professor B.A. Dube, the acting director, School of Law. And we are also accompanied by, who will also be officiating, Professor T.D. Mashau, the Deputy Executive Dean from College of Human Sciences, who's accompanied by Dr. N. Letswalo, also from College of Human Sciences. From College of Economic and Management Sciences, we have got Professor M.C. Mlauzi, the Deputy Executive Dean there, accompanied by Dr. Manchidi, also from the same college, who will be speaking to us shortly after my introductory remarks. We also have from the College of Science, Engineering and Technology, Professor S. Makhato, who will be representing the college. And we have from College of Education, Professor R.B. Munyai and Professor L.D.N. Tlale. We also want to extend a special word of welcome to our supervisors and co-supervisors. We have got Professor A. Dika. The student that she supervised is Annelies Hoos. We have Dr. H.R. Mapula Tobeyani, who supervised Sibongile Nonozi Bonginlela. We have Professor C. van Wyk, who supervised Mary Jabulile Sihlongonyani. And we also have here amongst us colleagues from the regional Northeastern Regional Office. This is a region that is made up of 2 provinces, Limpopo and Mpumalanga, with 5 offices, Nespruit, Middelburg, Polokwane, Kiane, and Makhado. And we are also accompanied by colleagues from the Graduation Division, colleagues from Department of Institutional Advancement, colleagues from Multimedia, colleagues from Unisa Radio, again colleagues from Northeastern Regional Staff, colleagues from Protection Services, colleagues from Cleaning Services, Facility Management, Campus Clinic, colleagues from the Registrar's Office, and colleagues from the colleges. The few colleagues that you see here on stage represents the entire university staff members. We are grateful that they managed to come here and support us and you this morning. Unfortunately, we cannot all be here on stage. We have, as we are talking, another ceremony that will be taking place tomorrow in Cape Town, and another team left for Cape Town yesterday, and the other team will be leaving today to go and prepare for the celebrations in Cape Town tomorrow. And allow me again to extend another special welcome to Dr. N.H. Manchidi from the College of Economic and Management Sciences, who will be giving us the Chancellor's address. To our beautiful graduates to be this morning, we are proud of you, and you all look beautiful. You see, I told you that my colleagues on stage here are proud of the work that they have done. For sure, you have realized that they were the first one to clap hands. And For sure, you've realized that maybe you are still nervous. For sure, you've realized that their faces are bright with smiles. But I know we are going to see your smiles for the first time today. Some of you have never seen your smiles. This is an opportunity for that smile. I want to say to you that you made it to a significant milestone in your academic endeavors. This ceremony is one of those moments in which we smile broadly because of the work that we have done in the past and which we continue to do today. The journey of studying for a qualification through open distance e-learning mode is not an easy one. We know that students are faced with many challenges along the journey, including, amongst others, limited face-to-face interaction with academics, connectivity and downtimes. Many of the students have to juggle studies with work commitments, family responsibilities, and community presence, and that is not an easy thing to do. Again, we are aware of the unsolicited offers of assistance with assignments and examinations from unscrupulous third party whose rosy promises easily turn into tears. We are grateful that you did not give in to such offers, because most of you who did are now nowhere and facing difficult circumstances. Thank you for being able to say no to those offers. We do not take for granted the difficulty of studying mostly alone, including in some parts of the country where electricity supply and technology conveniences are still hard to come by. We are aware that it was not easy for you to navigate the e-platforms. We are aware that even if I'm sure that you now love it, that you struggled with proctoring tools. But I can see from your smiles that you are now saying that was a necessary devil. Thank you, you overcame that. On occasion like this, one of the things that we acknowledge is that the university is proudly unleashing graduates into the real world of community outreach and engagement, where your contributions and inputs are regarded highly. And that is that with the expectation that you are going to add to the production of knowledge. But again, you are going to assist in addressing and resolving the challenges that you are facing on a day-to-day basis. The country as a whole is facing a different situation of water shortage. Unfortunately, more often than not, we wait for that eventuality to hit us before we can do something. Sometimes because we shall have not seen that coming, like COVID, it caught us unaware. Load shedding, it caught us unaware. And now we cannot allow water shedding also to come and do the same to us. But now we are looking up to you with your newly acquired knowledge and skills to make sure that you address those challenges, to make sure that we are not facing that situation where we might start with water shedding and who knows what will happen after water shedding. But we are grateful because you are here and you are going to address just that. The university is sending you out as competent and skilled graduates. The university is sending out knowing that they are happy that they have done a great job. They have trust in you. They are proud of you. They know you are competent, and they know you are going to contribute towards the challenges, solving the challenges of this country. The university is sending out into the cold, trouble-torn environment where self-interest, greediness, corruption, and lies are the order of the day. As you go out there, please be our good ambassadors. Unisa graduates should always strive to make a positive impact as they continue to shape futures and as they continue to ensure respect and dignity of humankind, but also of the university, wherever you are. This morning, a total of 404 certificates will be issued, and 218 of these certificates will be issued in person. By the end of this spring graduation season, your university shall have issued not less than 20,000 certificates. Thank you, but I'm surprised it's only my colleagues on stage here that seem to hear what I'm saying. For in case you didn't hear me, we shall have issued over 20,000 certificates. Thank you. Added to those issued during the autumn season, we shall have issued around 60,000 certificates for this year. Unisa continues to be proud in its endeavors of building communities and in contributing to the betterment of the lives of all in our country. We continue to provide space for students who would otherwise be without a higher education home. Now we have 381,000 registered students for this year. I'll repeat. We have 381,000 registered students for this year. And as a university, we know that there may be some imperfections here and there. No one is perfect. So as a university, we cannot and we will not and we do not claim to be perfect. There are imperfections here and there, but we believe this can only sharpen us to do even better. It is our tradition that on this day, we give you the freedom to celebrate the successes of your loved ones. Praise them as you deem fit. You relate as loudly and proudly as you wish. But you've got only one request. Please don't leave your seats. We've got only one red carpet here. It's meant for them. Please don't compete them. We are here to support them. Give them that space. Your time will come. We know that as you are sitting there, next time you'll be on this side. So please don't leave your seat. We reserve that seat for you, and we reserve the red carpet for them. Let us please respect them. And let us please ensure that we give them space. They want to hear their names announced. So let's allow them and their loved ones to hear their names announced. Let me, before I go back to my seat, acknowledge amongst us. I deliberately decided to do this lastly, for obvious reasons. We want to send a special word of welcome to Her Majesty Queen Inkosi Kati Advocate Lambikiza in her absentia. The Queen is represented by her mother this morning, Make Lindiwe Dlamini. Thank you. And we recognized again amongst us here Senator Sibongile Ndlela Simelane, the former Minister of Health in Eswatini. Senator Ndlela Simelane is receiving her doctoral degree this morning. Thank you, Doctor. We are proud of you, and thank you for choosing the University of the Land to be your academic home. Senator Simelane is accompanied by her husband, Mr. Iseu Mabandla Simelane, together with Mama Make Lindiwe Dlamini. They are also accompanied by Princess Hlovisile from Mambatlen and Induna and the royal delegation from Eswatini. We welcome you all to this proud session. And before I go back to my seat, and Induna and the royal delegation from Eswatini, and I'm honored to do that, Dr. Manchidi from the College of Economic and Management Sciences, who will be giving us an address on behalf of our Chancellor, His Excellency, President Thabo Mbeki. Dr. Manchidi holds a doctoral degree in business leadership. His research interests include entrepreneurship, innovation, and supply chain management. And Dr. Manchidi is currently serving as the chair of Department of Applied Management in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Dr. Manchidi will come to the lectern as I go back to my seat, and I want to say once more, you are welcome. The time that we have all been waiting for is here. We congratulate you again, and thank you.
Thank you very much. Good morning. I'm going to do it again. Good morning. Good morning. That sounds better. My salutation to the Acting Vice Chancellor, Professor Sepota, the College Management represented here by the executive deans, deputy executive deans, school directors, chairs of departments, academic and support staff colleagues, members of the National SRC who are present here. I want to acknowledge them. Let me also acknowledge the families and friends, guardians, spouses, and I was reminded that we also need to recognize partners, boyfriends, and girlfriends. Recognition to all the dignitaries who are here present today. Thank you very much for the opportunity to give this address today and to celebrate with you the families and friends of graduates, and most importantly, to celebrate with you our new graduates for your well-deserved achievements. Congratulations to all of you. Indeed, standing here, I can tell and I can feel the mood in this house, that of celebration and pride from all of you, your parents, your friends, and everybody who's accompanying you today. It has been a long journey and difficult one. We don't have to remind you. But today, seated here, you are a testament that hard work and dedication leads to success. We, as the University of South Africa, have no doubt that you have acquired the necessary skills and knowledge from this mega university. The University of South Africa strives itself to shape futures in the service of humanities. So you have been empowered with the necessary tools, and now the onus lies with you on what you are going to do to serve, empower others, and shape the futures. Of course, the challenges are many out there, and if one was to lead some of the few challenges that were listed by the President of the Republic of this country during his State of the Nation, he indicated that we still have challenges of inclusivity and job creation. We still have challenges of reduction in poverty and high cost of living, redistribution of wealth and opportunities, food security, skills development, just to mention a few. Now, to add to that, the frightening situation is that we have not made a dent on inequality in this country. As Adams and Lewis 2022 emphasize, the richest 10% of South Africa shares 60% of the national income and owns 95% of all the wealth. Yet more than half of the population lives on less than $2 per day. Furthermore, we have a situation where 1% of the population owns 40% of the wealth of this country, and 5% owns 67% of the wealth. Yet we have over 13 million people or children that are still going to bed hungry. What is very clear is that as a continent of Africa, we are a home to many young people, and the continent simply doesn't have jobs for all these young people. Youth unemployment is high across the continent, and in South Africa, the unemployment rate among young people aged between 15 and 34 stands at around 55%. The International Labour Organization report states that Africa's population is proliferating rapidly, and its youth have limited income opportunities other than to consider self-employment. The alarming peak in youth unemployment has prompted a collaboration between the South African government, the private sector, and the non-government organization to foster entrepreneurship as an alternative to youth employment. Sitting here today as you graduate, the question that I want to pose to all of you is that, are you ready to lead the way in confronting these challenges? Are you confident that you now have what it takes and the passion to steer through the changes and challenges that lie ahead? As they have indicated, my passion is on entrepreneurship, and my humble contribution and suggestion to you today is to consider entrepreneurship as one of the solutions to assist the country meet its challenges of poverty, unemployment, and inequality head-on. The National Development Plan 2030 puts entrepreneurship at the forefront and considers it as a national imperative. Entrepreneurship has been part of human existence and evolvement. Human beings have always needed to trade and barter between themselves, as no community or family were self-sufficient. Also, classical economics, Adam Smith, 1776, vividly explained that human nature has certain propensity to tag, barter, and exchange one thing for another. We are all aware that the words small business and entrepreneurship are interchangeable, and therefore in South Africa, when we speak small business, entrepreneurship must be assumed. Entrepreneurship is the most appropriate response to these challenges that are mentioned, as it transforms the marginalized into makers of their own destiny, the very essence of social justice. Poverty, unemployment, inequality are rampant in communities, and this has a dire consequence, resulting in increases in prostitution, human trafficking, and violent crimes, to name a few. Entrepreneurship provides an avenue through which regional, social, and economic development is established. Many parts of the world regard entrepreneurship as a beacon of hope to bolster job creation and economic growth, particularly in developing countries such as ours, South Africa. These emerging economies, therefore, have always focused their attention on entrepreneurship as a stepping stone to economic development. And as I draw closer to conclusion, I want to quote the 2020 policy for promoting micro and small enterprise for wealth and employment creation from Kenya. Chapter 3, Section 3.1 of the policy reads as follows. Entrepreneurial culture embodies values, beliefs, mindset, and behavior that promote or constrain individuals or communities in starting and operating business successfully. Entrenching entrepreneurial culture aims at gradually mitigating constraints related to these attributes at individual and community levels to enhance job creation, improve survival rates of MSEs, and inculcate the spirit of start small, grow big, close quote. So I really want to encourage you from today to start thinking about this novel idea of becoming entrepreneurial so that we can assist in eradicating the challenges that these countries and the continent is facing. The country needs you to make a difference, and I want to conclude by borrowing from the words of the President of the Republic of South Africa, and I quote, let us get to work, let us rebuild our country, and let us leave no one behind. I thank you and God bless you.
Thank you, Dr. Manchidi. I think even though you are addressing our graduates to be, you also addressed us. What I heard from Dr. Manchidi's address was that he outlined the challenges that we all know. He spoke, amongst others, about job creation because of the high unemployment rate. And he also spoke about inclusivity and about food security. Unlike other speakers, Dr. Manchidi is not only telling us about the challenges that we already know, he's also giving us a solution, which he termed an appropriate solution. Dr. Manchidi says entrepreneurship is the solution of our challenges. And I know that some of you were reading between the lines. I know that you also picked up something that he did not say, but that we know that he's actually saying by keeping quiet. Dr. Manchidi says, Dr. Manchidi says, the government cannot solve the problem of job creation because the government is not designed to do that. We are looking up at you. He said it himself. The country is looking up to you. Your country needs you to make a difference. The country needs you to make a positive difference wherever you are. The country needs you to hit the ground running. The country needs you to solve the challenges that Dr. Manchidi spoke about. Dr. Manchidi, thank you so much. We appreciate that. We heard you, and our graduates, brand new graduates, are going to resolve that. Thank you. Shall we please? Ladies and gentlemen, before we start with the conferment of the degrees and diplomas, may I kindly again request you not to leave the hall before the end of the ceremony. But may I also again request you to switch off, don't switch them off. Put them on a silent mode, your cell phones. We don't want you to ululate through your cell phones, but you must just ululate the African way. So let us please put our phones on a silent mode. By virtue of powers entrusted to me, I shall now proceed to confer the degrees and diplomas of the university on the candidates whose names appear in the program, and I request the college representatives to present the candidates to me.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Annalise Hoes for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request her supervisor, Prof. A. Dika, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In her thesis titled Evaluation of a Structured Phonics Program to Assist with Reading Acquisition in Grade 1 English Submersion Classrooms, Annalise Hoes developed a reading program by implementing pre- and post-tests and conducting interviews. The data demonstrated that a structured phonics program could be beneficial when incorporated in these classroom contexts to assist English second language learners with reading. The research proposed a phonics program aligned with the English home language curriculum for English second language learners and concluded with suggestions regarding the national curriculum to better accommodate learners when learning to read in English as second language.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Annalise Hoes the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Annalise Hoes.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Umake Sibongile Nonozi Bongindlela for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request the Supervisor, Dr. H.R. Mapula Tobejani, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree.
In her thesis entitled Teacher Strategies to Support Retained Learners in Primary Schools of the Kingdom of Eswatini, she explores the strategies used to support learners who repeat grades in primary schools using qualitative research methods. Her findings constitute an original and valuable contribution to the body of knowledge in the field of inclusive education, where learners are marginalized and their support not standardized and documented. She proposes a cyclic PEH strategy that shows the interrelatedness of the positive learning environment, effective inclusive teaching strategies, and holistic support for retained learners. 2 manuscripts have been submitted to peer-reviewed journals.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Umake Sibongile Nonozi Bongindlela the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Sibongile Nonozi Bongindlela.
Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, I have the honor to introduce to you Mary Jabulile Sitlongonyane for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I request the Supervisor, Prof. C. van Wyk, to read the citation in support of the conferment of the degree. Mr. Acting Vice-Chancellor, In the absence of Prof. C. van Wyk, I will read the citation. In her thesis entitled "The Implementation of School Policies in the Kingdom of Eswatini Primary Schools," she showed the significance of policy implementation in the Kingdom of Eswatini and how new policies in the field of education supported the country to evolve from a traditional cultural-based enclave to the current modern country it has become. In this process, policy implementation in education has shown to be clearly related to critical factors such as funding, resource provisioning, and staff development. This focus on implementation further contributed to an exposition of management, leadership, and governance issues in the educational sector, and how these factors can serve as guidelines for the policy makers at the macro level in education systems of comparable countries. The researcher thus illustrated that from this perspective, managerial action such as policy implementation has applicatory values across the broad field of education. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, I have the honor to request you to confer on Mary Jabulile Sitlongonyane the degree of Doctor of Philosophy.
I confer the degree of Doctor of Philosophy on Mary Jabulile Sitlongonyane.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Motlatso Delicia Lewele receives the degree of Master of Education.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, More Blessing Rufangoma receives the degree of Master of Commerce. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidate, Keliwe Zakhona Dlamini, receives the degree of Master of Arts. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Gloria Nondumiso Mabunda receives the degree of Master of Public Health. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Arts Honours. Samkeliswe Lindokuhle Khoza. Re Tumetsi Disetso Mashiho. Kabelo George Matedi Musa. Fikile Natalia Ngobeni. Sungulani Benevolence Ngobeni. Sipiwe Michael Pilusa. Ame van Rijn. Zanele Zulu. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Nyundu Siwongumusa Priti received the degree of Bachelor of Information Sciences Honours. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Commerce Honours. Brenda Nomshado Dlamini. Tandeka Priti Dube. Lesia Jaislyn Mendonça Moniquela. Brenda Wisile Tsila.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Education Honors. Danesile Lot. Neliswa Pride Makushe. Kutsala Busa Nyatikazi.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the degree of Bachelor of Education. Ntombifuthi Chichongwe. Timakazo Nomtandazo Laurentia Chilwani. Yvonne Lerato Chilwani. Duduzile Winile Rhoda Lubisi. Prayas Sebenzile Lubisi. Munet Mabunda. Pindile Mabunda. Frank Dr. Machava. Nelly Mafike. Linda Andy Mahongo. Mbali Masalela. Nontutuzelo Loresho Masalela. Penwell Manyisa. Pel Tejo Mapaje. Tembisile Pretty Maseko. Mbongizeni Effort Mataba. Nonsikelelo Gracious Matsani. Peteni Mbalani. Nzalo Tesheni Mbambo. Zandile Mhlabini. Notando Veronica Patience Mhlanga. Promise Angel Mlimi. Tembelihle Mlojwa, degree obtained with distinction. Senzile Emma Mdawe. Nomatemba Tricia Mnisi. Nontlantla Trilbai Nyambo. Tobile Princess Ndlangamandla. Zinhle Fortunate Ndlangamandla. Nonebo Shirley Ngoman. Ntombi Kaise Happiness Ngoman. Nolwazi Princess Nkosi. Ngobile Emojun Nsimbini. Mokhadi Bridget Sigibe. Surprise Zinhle Shongwe. Ntomidora Lisbeth Sibeko. Olisile Nontlantla Sibitani. Anastasia Nokwanda Sgudla. Nkateko Sihlangu. Bongekile Sithole. Zanele Glenda Sithole. Glenda Puseletso Tekiso. Khanyisile Witness Tumu. Ignatia Nokutabula Zungu. Talundia Fombe. Nomsa Constancia Mashali. Pumzile Ellis Masinga. Roxanne Salisiwe Sitole. Grace Chandomba. Rebecca Candida Chichongwe. Letitia Kidiboni Chilwani. Gladys Zanele Dini. Sindile Precious Hlongwane. Pumi Jili Khoza. Susan Leah Khoza. Peggy Maggie Madonsela. Fortunate Maisiri. Nomasonto Malifo. Nomkhuleleko Felicity Mapanga. Surprise Christopher Mukwena. Happiness Nondumiso Ntuli. Owen Litabo Nyanungu. Nyeresia Pugani. Ngobile Bridget Sambo, degree obtained with distinction. Wilson Josiah Sibiya. Makhosazane Shireen Soko. Nicholas Gently Sutton. Sindile Pearl Dlamini, degree obtained with distinction. Vusumzi Nelson Kumalo. Mhlanhla Reginald Malupi. Pumlile Fortunate Mazibuku. Tulani Stanford Ngobogaz. Tobekile Pretty Mdawe. Nongebo Primrose Nkala. Patrick Sambo. Tandi Ranzu Sibiya. Nomsa Salia Sitole.
Is the Acting Vice Chancellor, Masibote Dennis Nkalimeng obtained the degree of Baccalaureate Technology BTech. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree of Bachelor of Administration. Bongiwe Intelligent Ngongwane. Khopelo Kaye Sidibe. Amukelani Ngobeni. Muketwa Roko. Malebu Prudence Sikatani. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Portia Piri received a degree of Bachelor of Business Administration. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received a degree of Bachelor of Commerce. Elaine Fender. Priska Chiba Mina. Temelankeni Kanantiana Qininsa. Shruti Kulap. Kala Kuno. Dalton Kunene. Penny Mahlangu. Ayanda Makutu. Ambani Miriam Manavela. Advice Matebula. Fanuel Pumula Matebula. Tsietsi Ronald Matsie. Nkosinathi Mdaka. Jabulile Bongani Mkhabela. Ramadimetsa Stella Mutsilanyana. Mandisa Mtawali. Miriam Muzwiti. Themba Cyril Ndlovu. Nosipo Maria Ngabinde. Angel Lucy Noko. Takawira Pagiwa. Hilary Nongululeko Sambo. Ngobile Tsebe. Estelle Visahi Nel. Imelda Venelia Catherine Wagner.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Sipho Billy Chabalala receives the degree Bachelor of Laws.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Lindiwe Ndombi Sanamnisi receives the degree Bachelor of Social Work. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Nomusa Promise Masina receives the degree Bachelor of Information Science. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree Bachelor of Arts, Nursing Sciences. Tandi Andile Mashabani. Kate Cynthia Shabangu. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the degree Bachelor of Arts. Vumile Nomsa Drudu. Carol Fortunate Koza. Lelandri Done Lusashia Kok. Beauty Ketiwe Mchali. Cabo Gracious Msimba. Nubile Namaswazi Tabete. Pearl Carol Godi. Nkedusi Mbulelo Magagula. Kaiso Alucia Marovela, the degree is obtained with distinction. Lerato Priti Mashiro. Samukelesiwe Cassandra Mbombela, the degree is obtained with distinction. Patience Nontando Ngwenya. Dion Ignatius Ndumiso Mtiani. Judicious Kwanele Nkosi. Musa Wenkosi Sibusiso Shongwe. Shade Leslie Wallace. Innocentia Nofanezile Zwane. Reratilwe Shilwane. Mikhail Ibrahimo Hussein. Fortunate Koza. Lungile Mamiki Magagula. Prudence Tracy Makofani. Zama Patience Mantinji. Sinenhlanhla Thando Lwethu Masinga. Prayer Hamlet Masuku. Donald Gift Ngwenya. Nico Leonard Mhlongo. Mashia Mabatu Mukwena. Sorry, Mashia Matavo Mukwena. Nomthandazo Prudence Nyaka. Zinhle Precious Simelani. Bukona Siweya. Tanya Stoltz.
Madam, Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, my apology. The diploma candidates will now introduce to you Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor Adele Derport received a postgraduate diploma in the College of Economic and Management Sciences.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates receive the diploma in the College of Human Sciences. Duduzile Happiness Nomvula Dlamini. Sinazo Koshi. Sean Kubai. Deliswa Masalela. Theopetra Nokubonga Mashava. Respect Dimpo Matibula. Hotlelelo Decide Mukwena. Ishmael Nyeko Mongwe. Andile na Lady Nkosi. Tsidi Liarele Sekhovela. Khutato Silomi.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, Virimai Kasambarare received the National Diploma in the College of Science, Engineering and Technology.
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the diploma in the College of Law. Kongelani Chawane, Goodman Mnetisi Mukwena, Bongekile Zinhle Rebecca Shongwe, Tabile Shotana Sito,
Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received a diploma in the College of Economic and Management Sciences. Notando Kubai. Mahalia Kosa. Nongululeko Petronella Koza. Ayanda Lamula. Lebone Pathia Maile. Fortunate Mahlatse Monareng. Katie Mubi. Notando Aurelia Nkalanga. Nomfundo Ayanda Nyati. Amanda. Chilizi Ramanyimi. Wikano Gloria Shabalala. Shitlamariso Vinolia Shishavele. Sizwe Reginald Sibande. Mr. Acting Vice Chancellor, the following candidates received the national diploma. Samgeliso Edward Tuba. Nonhlanhla Pearl Sambo. Hezekia Mpumelelo Twala.
That was so lovely. And this is the time that we should congratulate them. Should I request all parents, friends, loved ones, let's just stand up and face in their direction and congratulate them in the African way. Thank you, thank you. That was so nice. Graduates, at least today we know you. And yeah, we know that some of you are last borns. We also know that some of you are taken. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's good. Otherwise, if you don't tell us, she'll be taken or he'll be taken. Allow me once more to congratulate you. And allow me to use this phrase generally associated with legal fraternity. You know, when one of our graduates, his name was called the only one who received LLB. It always happens like that. I don't know why. And sometimes Prof. Dube perhaps will assist us. Sometimes when they graduate, you'll hear people say, oh, that's my lawyer. And yes, we know you. We have seen your tears. We have seen your smiles. Unfortunately, some of you did not smile when you had the camera. And that memory will be captured like that. One day your grandchildren will ask you, whose funeral was this? And another observation that I made, 5 degrees were awarded cum laude distinction. The observation I made is that all recipients were female, were women. No, I didn't want to mean anything. I just wanted to share my observation with you. Going back to the issue of the legal fraternity, in that fraternity, they always use the term fit and proper. And my understanding is that it is used in those circles to mean that the legal practitioner has to show integrity, has to show reliability, and has to be honest. Those are the 3 things that we request from you as Unisa graduates. It's cold out there. It's dark out there. Please don't go out to get used to that darkness. Go out not to use your degree to oppress and suppress and destroy those that are around you. Please go out and always make sure that you are associated with integrity, you are associated with honesty, you are associated with reliability. If you cannot display those, know that Unisa just certificated you and you are far from being learned. And that's not what we want from Unisa graduates. All those values must be there, and people should feel safe around you. People should appreciate what you do for them. Remember, all these people here, even your parents and loved ones, are not interested in your degree. They are interested in who you are and how you are going to benefit those that are around you. And you have to remain fit. You have to be proper at all times. And you can only remain fit if you are conversant with developing trends in your area of expertise. As you go out, please hit the ground running wherever you land. Prepare yourself at all times. And don't just go out there to be job seekers. You heard Dr. Manchidi talked about entrepreneurship. And Dr. Manchidi and Prof. Mulauzi just whispered in my ears that they are in the process of establishing something like an entrepreneurship center. So please get in touch with them and make sure that you go out there to be relevant. And make sure that you always prepare yourselves to be relevant at all times wherever you are. You have to read. You have to research. One of the well-known scholars, Eskiam Patlele, says he was not that bright in school, but he read and read and read until it hurts. We expect you to do the same, because you can only contribute to know knowledge if you go out and read and research. You must never ever lose your appetite for inquiry. Fitness and properness from this moment onward should be your lifestyle. And I say it again, please remain relevant wherever you are. Be at the cutting edge and on top of your game. If you do not breathe life into your qualification every time, it will begin to wilt and discolor, and it will be unrecognizable. Don't use those gowns to go to shepins and taverns. Don't turn those gowns into pajamas. Go and throw those gowns into your wardrobes and sit down and do what is expected of a Unisa graduate. There is so much negativity out there around Unisa. You have been there, you have seen that, you know the truth, you know what is happening. We expect you to be good ambassadors. We don't say go out and lie about Unisa. We say go out and tell the truth. Go out and not only tell, but do what you have to do. Many eyes are on you. Many people think that Unisa just give useless certificates, and it's up to you to go out and prove them wrong. It is up to you to go out and make a positive difference wherever you are. And you may be asking yourself why Unisa is interested in your being continuously fit and proper. The answer is simple. It is that now you are a proud alumni of this institution, and you carry the flag and the name of this institution wherever you go. And you should proudly know that you deserve your space as a Unisa graduate wherever you go. Know that you are tied to us for life. Know that you are joining many other well-known and active people out there. You are joining people like the former State President Nelson Mandela, may his soul rest in peace. You are joining the Chancellor of this university, His Excellency Dr. Thabo Mbeki. You are joining the sitting President President Ramaphosa. You are joining people who are making life easy for us. We were laughing recently because interest rates have gone down. Because of people like the governor, Reserve Bank Governor, Lesetja Kganyago. All these people have gone through the same red carpet that you just went through now. And all these people, you know, wherever they are, some of you, you don't even know that they are graduates because they did not take their gowns, they did not put their degrees on their shoulders, they did not put their offices, ranks, and titles on their shoulders, but they went down to work for you and I so that we can be wherever we are. So as Unisa graduates, we expect you to follow suit and do what they are doing. And having said this, if you are thinking that one of the things that I must say today as this moment is to bid you farewell, then you are mistaken. I'm not going to do that. Because as I indicated, you are now tied to us, whether you like it or not. You can go and jump into the ocean. You cannot change the fact that you are tied to us. So the best thing, you can't beat us, just join us. We will never ever cut you off. Because should we try to do so, we will bleed to extinction as an institution. We need you. And you must know that this journey knows no final end. It's not going to end. You all have student numbers. Make sure that those student numbers remain active at all times. The application season is still open, and I expect to see your applications when I go back to the office. We want you back. And we want you to bring your parents and loved ones as well. Next time we want to see your parents and loved ones sitting here and you on the other hand because of what you shall have done. We want you to go and assist. I just told you that we registered 381,000 students this year, and over 200,000 of those students are funded by NSFAS. And apart from them, remember, if you sit down and look back, those that you started grade R with, some of them did not make it to grade 12. Some of them made it to grade 12 but did not make it to a university, not because they are less intelligent, not because they didn't want to, but because they did not have resources. You were fortunate, you were lucky, you were privileged to be where you are today. And what we expect of you is that as you go out there, please, those of you who are already working, just go and adopt one less advantaged student and make sure that you assist him or her to study so that that person can come and be like you. We are told that the only way to break the chain of poverty is to go through this system of education. So Professor Dr. Manchidi talked about unemployment rate. If we want to reduce that, let us make sure that we join hands with your university, the University of the Land, to educate the masses out there. We rely on you. Having said that, I'm going to request our three recently transformed colleagues in red gowns to stand up. You know, being an acting vice chancellor, you are so privileged because you ask even senators to stand up and they listen to you. Aren't they beautiful? Congratulations, doctors, and congratulations to your supervisors. You know, more often than not, as students, we think that we are overloaded. We think that our work is just too much. Believe you me, the load that you carry, the load that you think is heavy, is nothing as compared to what my colleagues are carrying here on the stage. And having said that, We want you to come and join them very soon. Don't go there and be comfortable in your comfort zones wherever you are. We keep on saying PhD is a terminal degree. We will be lying to you. That is not a terminal degree. We want you here on stage very soon. And you have to go through the proper channels. You know, these three, when they entered the room this morning, this hall this morning, you are all calling them Mrs. and Madam. Am I right? You did it for the last time. They are now transformed. You will never ever classify them as a she or a he. They are doctors now. And we want all of you next time to be sitting here in your red gowns. Please imitate them. Thank you, doctors. We are proud of you. You may sit down. Now I want to request all of you who just obtained your diplomas, your degrees, your even postgraduate degrees, please don't be satisfied with what you have. That is just the beginning. We want to see you back. We know that at least now you mastered proctoring tools. We know that at least now you know how to go about if we don't respond to your emails. We know that now you are able to know that if you phone me and I don't pick up your phone, you know what else to do. So please come back for your senior degrees. We want you to be doctors as well. Lastly, let me request all of you graduates to please stand up, take out your certificates from your brown envelopes, and face your loved ones and show them what you just obtained this morning. Thank you. One of the reasons why we must always have proctoring tools, which I might wish to request my colleagues on stage to invoke it right away, is because sometimes we think that we can take instructions. I don't remember hearing anyone requesting you to sit down. Can you please stand up? My colleagues here on stage, I said, represent the entire university community, whoever you interacted with, be it a lecturer, be it a clerk, be it an administrator, be it a security or cleaning personnel. They are represented by my colleagues on stage here. And you are not alone in this journey. We talked about the challenges. We talked about all the opportunities you met, because wherever there is a challenge, there's always an opportunity. And we know that through those challenges, you are better people today, because a pressure that does not kill only perfects you. Some of those pressures you are able to navigate because of my colleagues on stage. Can you please also thank them on behalf of all the university members that you interacted with? I'm not convinced that you are thanking them. Shall we please thank them? Thank you. You may sit down now. We are now coming to the end of our session, and as I indicated, we request you to keep in touch with your university. There are opportunities. You can become a tutor, you can become a marker, you can become many other things. Please make sure that you get in touch with your university, you join hands with your university to make sure that we educate the nation out there. And congratulations once more. All of the best.
Ladies and gentlemen, as I indicated, we are now coming towards the end of our session, and I would like to request you to rise for the singing of the national anthem. And after the singing of the national anthem, I'm going to request you that you remain standing to allow me to dissolve this congregation. But I'll also request you again to remain standing to allow the academic procession to leave the hall. Shall we join in the singing of the national anthem? By virtue of the powers entrusted to me, I dissolve this congregation of the University of South Africa.